Okay, so this is part 3 of how to get set up the Steam, Discord, and Tabletop Simulator. So now we're going to be talking about the actual game itself. All right, so I'm assuming you've already created your account. You already have Discord is working, so you're good there. And like I said, you downloaded Tabletop Simulator. So what you're going to do, you're going to go over to Library, and you're going to select Home. And you should have, your game will probably be up towards the top if this is the first time, again, you have Steam and the first time you're downloading a game. If you can't find it, you're just going to type in here where you can do a search. And boom. Tabletop Simulator, click it. You're going to select Play. It's going to ask you if you want to do like VR or OpenGL and all these other things. Disregard all of that. Just select the first one. It's more than likely going to update the game, which of course that looks like what we're waiting for. All right, play game. All right, so game is loading up. All right, so first things first. You need to learn the tutorial, okay? Don't click anything else. Go straight to the tutorial. All right, and it's going to run you through the tutorial. All the instructions are here up on top. Pick up a card with left mouse click, okay? I'm just going to run through the tutorial real quick. Okay, add the card to the deck. All right, so let's put it on top. You need to flip it with F and then put it on top. Now pull one card from the deck. Left click and quickly drag away. Pull one card. What's going on here? There we go. Okay. Move the entire deck of cards. Boom, boom. Left click and hold your mouse over the deck. Okay. All right. While holding the deck of cards, shake your mouse to shuffle. Drop a single card above. Boom, boom. Okay, so we're going to take a card. We take this guy and we put it in our hand. And pretty much right, it's in front of our name. We're the only ones that can view it. Okay. And you hit F in order to move it, flip it. Roll some dice. Okay. Holding the dice, shake the mouse. And then release. Cool. Also, you can... Okay. There's a couple other ways you could do it too. You could just select it and hit R. R also rolls the dice multiple times. Okay, WASD. W goes forward, A is to the left, S is down, and D is to the right. In order to zoom, you can either use the mouse wheel or you can use Z. All right, reset the camera. Oh, I'm sorry. Nope, that's right. Okay, spacebar resets the camera. So let's say you zoomed in somewhere crazy. You just hit spacebar. All right, hold down the Alt key. And that pretty much just zooms in to see what things look like. Rotate the object. Okay. So when you left click on something, if you just hold down E, it starts rotating it. pick up more than one object, you're going to left click and hold it down, move over something, and then right click. And holding down both of those keys. Okay? So now we got multiple. If you want to grab a ton of stuff, you just left click and drag, and it'll select everything in there, and then you just left click and it moves it. All right, if you right click on anything, it gives you a bunch of different instructions you can do. This is like really getting in detail. You don't have to worry about this. Not for the game that we're going to play. All right, question mark. Shows you all the different controls that you can do in case somehow you forget things. And to flip it, if you're frustrated at the game, you just flip the entire board. Cool thing about this is that something that the game doesn't show you are the you can go forward or back in time. So if we have a controversial play and we thought the person we thought his piece was somewhere else, he moved it too quick, or he rolled something that we weren't sure of, you could just you could just go back, and it goes back 10 seconds at a time. So we can go back like a bunch. So again, this is when we were talking about the pieces and moving things. Yeah. It goes back indefinite. Like it's really cool. We could probably go all the way back to the very beginning when yep. That's the very beginning. Okay, so cool thing, and again, we could just go forward in time as well. All right, so let's say you've completed the tutorial. Let's click menu and go back to the main menu. All right, so let's talk about how to join a game. So what'll happen is, more than likely, I'll be creating the game. However, I guess let's back up. Let's talk about how to create a game, okay? So you hit create. You either want single player or multiplayer. We'll do multiplayer. Why not? All right. So in this case, we'll call the server. You can call it whatever you want. And that's exactly what we'll call it. Whatever we want. If you don't put a password, anyone can join. So again, I guess we'll just put 1, 2, 3, 4. We can set however many people we want to join this, up to 10, it looks like. There might be, I guess that's the max number. Okay. So whatever, we'll set it at 4, okay? Create server. All right, so here, let me tell you how to, if you want to make your own Parcheesi game, right? Or if you want to find where the blueprint is, because we ended up tweaking and customizing ours a little bit. But let's just say you want to get your own. You're going to go to workshop, type in, I believe it's just Parcheesi. Hold on. I'm actually wrong. I think we have to go to Steam. All right. This is the default one that shows up. Now, how to get this? I believe it's under modding. Ah, shoot. I don't remember. I don't know. And anyhow, let's get this guy loaded. Okay, we got this guy there. Let's delete this guy. Cool. Okay. I know I'm not talking much. My apologies. Next thing, let's go and make this guy bigger. Go to scale. Nice, nice. Let's go and get some pieces. So we go to object. Background, not backgrounds. Components. Tables. Whatever. We can put as many as we want. Let's put these guys here, and why not? Let's put all the pieces down. So let's bring the dice in. And all I'm doing is selecting these, and then I'm hitting the delete key. Okay, let's get yellow. Also, this is in the wrong spot. Let's move it. And we need red. Cool. Okay, let's get some more dice. Let's see. We can even get red dice if we want. Get some green, some blue, or we could just get as many regular ones as we want. As many dice as we want. Like, you can go crazy on this. So let's delete that, and we'll just give regular dice. All right, cool. And then, of course, if you want to roll the dice, easy way to do it. You select them both. You hit R on your keyboard, the letter R. And you just hit it once, and it'll just roll it once. If you want to roll it multiple times, you just keep hitting it before it touches the ground. Anytime you hover over it, it'll tell you what the current number is. If you want, you can select them both. Left click, and then you got to release it when there's momentum. You can't just shake it and then release, because it does nothing. So you need to go with momentum. Okay. Let's see what else. Anytime you throw dice off the board, they'll spawn right back on. So there they go. Okay. Let's see what else. We can also make a bigger table if we wanted. Go to objects, tables. Let's do this guy. Boom. Now, if you want to roll farther, if you want to roll off the board and then onto it, you can. It's up to you if it makes it. And again, we can make this board bigger if we want. So we can make it huge. You can make it actually go above the... you can make it gigantic, okay? All right, so let's back up. There we go. And you hold down right-click, again, to change the angle. You can see the room. We can change the entire room here if we want. All right, so I think this gives a pretty good overview. Oh, let's go over this real quick. Change colors, change team. So if you change color, what happens is these are where all the different people could sit on a table. So if we click over here, white, that puts me over here. So let's, if you want to leave the table, you just click on the top right on your name, change color. If you're not at the table, then you're only a spectator, okay? And when you're a spectator, you can't interact with anything. Notice how I can't grab the dice, anything like that. Also, only the person who creates the actual game can become the game master. Okay? When you're the game master, I can do anything that I want. That allows me to, again, move the time backwards, forward. I can add in all types of objects, all types of... I can do more than the actual users themselves can do. So that's essentially it. Am I missing anything? Oh, I am. Let's talk about how to find this. So, boom, boom, boom. Believe it's... I want to say it's classic. Let's see something. What happens if we delete this? Delete. Okay. Okay. Here we go. This looks correct. All right, so when you get here to this screen, and again, just rewind the video if you weren't sure how we got here in the first place. When you get to this screen, you're going to go search Tabletop Simulator right over here. And you can type in PARCH. Okay? And then as you can see, this is the one we're going to select. Okay, so you hit this guy. It's going to ask you somewhere, I think, if you want to download this. Oh, you have to subscribe. Okay, so you subscribe. All right. Some games require you to relaunch. Okay, so that should be it. Let's close out of this guy. And it looks like it opened. But what we're going to do to make sure is we're actually going to leave. Let's close the game. Eventually. Okay. That should change to play. Come on. There we go. And let's go back into the game. I'm almost done. I know the video's much longer than I intended. I'll probably... I'm just going to keep it as is. All right. Join... No, let's go to create. Multiplayer. And boom, here it is. All right. I won't tell you... Well, I won't really get into how you put different boards and things like that. It's pretty simple. You can just do a couple of Google searches and you'll figure out. I didn't like this board because I felt like it gave all the answers. To me, when you play Parcheesi, you need to know how to count on your own. If you're a very beginner, then sure, this can help because from this spot here to here, we know it's 7 spaces. But to those just starting, again, this really helps out. That's all I got to say. Oh, let's go back to main menu. Okay, let's go to join. Okay, so in this case, what you would do is we would communicate, the game server to you, and then you would, look it up. Of course, because I don't have, oh, somebody's actually using that. I think we called it whatever we want. But of course, it's not showing up. This can take a while. Sometimes you can see in the bottom right, it's searching. Depending on your how fast your internet is, it could take a while. But that's all I gotta say, guys. And I hope all of my family is able to understand this video and we can start playing some games. All right, see you guys.